Greetings, you lovely lot. Welcome back. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome to Notch to 11, and welcome finally back to the permission. It's been a long while. We've had weekenders, we've had detectival, we've had East of England rallies, we've had all sorts of other stuff going on in between, which has meant I've not been back to my permission for some weeks now. And pleased to say we finally got here. It's a Friday. I've got a day off that was supposed to be spent all 8-9 hours of it digging. Unfortunately, family problems got in the way, and suffice it to say, it's now about 3:30 in the afternoon and I've finally got to the field. So we've probably only got another 3-hour dig, unfortunately, but we're here. And we're on a field that has given me lots of success in the past. I found silver on here, lovely artifacts and lovely partifacts. And actually, even better news, it's been mown, it's been cut, it's nice and short. So areas that I haven't been able to get to before are now nice and short. So we've got 3 hours. Thank you so much for coming back. I really do appreciate it. And yeah, let's see if we can find you some stuff. We'll see you in a bit. And straight on to a target within about a minute of me doing my intro. And we've walked on to a lovely 71. I'm back with the Deus 2. Only reason being is the only one that's charged. The Manticore hasn't got any charge in it from detectable. And we're on my normal kind of relic program. Details in the description. And it's about there. So let's give it a whirl. Very excited to be here. It's a shame I haven't had a chance to get down here earlier today. Long story, but my elderly father-in-law had a bit of a tumble, so he's been in hospital and remains in hospital, but he's on the mend. But as a result, we've had other things that took priority. Yeah, it's out. Right, let's see what we got. About here. May have forgot my gloves, but I'll have a proper look in a minute. What we got? Oh, it wasn't very deep, was it? Let's see if we can find it. It's in here. And that's what we got. Couldn't be silver on the first hole, could it? No, I don't think it is. But it's quite interesting, but it might be a button, I think. Right, let me just give it a clean and I'll come back to you in a sec. Yeah, thought it could be a silver coin for a split second, but it's not. That's going to be a button, unfortunately. Can't really see any evidence of a shank, but I don't think it's a coin. Well, it can't be a coin. Cool, excellent. Well, we're off and running. I'll see you in a bit. If you can see that one. Apologies if there's a bit of background noise, we're right by a road here. We've got one in the 80s, 84, 85, 86, 83. And that's got to be worth a dig. Again, another one that doesn't sound too deep, but it's in the 80s and we don't mind that. It's in coin territory. And we're in a particular part that I haven't been able to dig, because it's often overgrown, so that's good. That gives us a chance. Oh, it's it's a 91 now. That's even more encouraging. Wow, tease. Don't think it's anything. Bit of cack. Ah well. Well, if the detecting gods hadn't been toying with me all day by causing me not to be able to get on the fields, they've added another chapter to it because it's now pouring with rain within about half an hour of starting, so that's a shame. And since you last saw me, we found nothing. A few bits of cack, but that's about it. bullet cartridge. And anyway, we've had a pretty consistent 76, so I thought we better unearth this one together. It's in the clod, I've just checked. And I found my gloves, by the way. It's somewhere. Oh, hello. Yeah, that was worth a live reveal, wasn't it? I think that is a coin. Is it a coin? Yeah, that's a coin. Oh, lovely. Or is it? Or is it? Don't know. Righto. Okay, well, let's give it a clean. Fingers crossed, ladies and gents, boys and girls. Back to you in a sec. Well, yeah, it is a coin, I'm pretty sure of that. Oh, it's bucketing down now. But I ain't leaving, I can assure you that. Yeah, it's a halfpenny sized coin. Definitely a coin. Not seeing much on it, if I'm honest, but we shall give it a little bit of the treatment back at the ranch and see if we discover who it is. It's probably Georgian or something like that, I'd imagine. Righto, let's move on. Right, next one is a very faint 84-85, but it's also got a bit of a grunt to it, so I slightly dubious, but I thought we'll give it a go. And whilst I'm digging, I've got some great news for my overseas viewers. If you weren't already aware, you may have heard of something called Artiseal, which I've talked about a few times and talk about it quite regularly actually. It's a fantastic product that helps to preserve but also present your metal detecting finds. It's fantastic. It's a friend of mine called Lee who runs it, and he's just made packs available for overseas buyers. So previous to that, because it was a made up solution, you couldn't send it to America and various other places, but he's found out that he can sell it as a compound, so to speak, and then you mix it up together to make it into the Artiseal that you can use for your product. So it's a great little thing. I would definitely recommend you try it out. I absolutely love it. So if you are overseas, or even if you're in the UK, have a look at Artiseal. I'll put the links in the description. It's brilliant stuff, and you'll get a 10% discount if you use the checkout code Notch211 when you're putting it in at the end, and you'll save yourself 10%. So yeah, give it a go. It's really good stuff, in my opinion. Right, it's still in the hole. I wasn't really paying much attention there, was I? So let's see what we got. No, right. Just at the bottom there, so it's quite deep, that's why it was faint. And the question will be now, is it cack? Because of that little grunt. Or is it a musket ball? Oh, that's all right, we don't mind that. Yeah, not the biggest one ever, but a nice little musket ball. Excellent. Next one, 85-86. Doesn't sound very deep, but sounds pretty nice. So we'll give it a whirl. Oh, I can't tell you how grateful I am to be here today. I did not think I would get onto this field today after everything that's happened before it, so that is a right touch. I'm very, very pleased. Oh. Apologies, I'm not sure what of that you will have seen. For some reason the camera started to decide to fall off the tripod twice, so yeah, this might be a bit of a patchwork reveal, but yeah, and it's broken half as I've tried to clean it with the brush, so very brittle, but yeah, not sure what that is. It's kind of like that, so some sort of decoration of something or other, I presume, but we may never know. Next one was a 49. It was a bit scratchy, so I didn't bother to film it. Full disclosure, I have picked it up already, as you probably guessed. And I think we've got a nice bit of buckle there. The reason I say that is because there's a bit there, look, which presumably had the pin or something in. And it looks like it's got quite a nice pattern. So, yeah, I'm going to give that a clean, and I'm going to show you what that looks like, because that looks like nice. Back in a sec. Yeah, nice. Probably had a bit of gold gilding on that once upon a time. I'm not sure if that's going to be holes all the way through or not. But yeah, all right, I don't mind that. I'll have a little scan around in case there's other bits of it. But failing that, we shall be moving on. Next one for your delight. Here's a pretty steady 62. About there. Oh dear. Right, let's see what we got this time. It's been a little bit quieter than I hoped it would be, because I haven't been on this field and since it was bone dry, and obviously we've had a lot of rain over the last few months. Still 62. Missed it slightly. Nuts. Lead. Moving on. Righty ho. Next one is a bit of a jumpy, wispy 63. And you have to live dig that because it's 63 all the way around. And 63 is small hammered coin territory on the Deus too, so I'd be mad not to, quite frankly. And you know, if it turns out to be right, then you look great, don't you? Still 63. What do we got? Okay. Yikes. Kiss of death. More blooming lead. Next one is in the top 70s, early 80s, but very wispy. Let's give it a go. Somewhere around there, but I'm not convinced. Oh, it's definitely real metal detecting today, folks, so far, because we're not finding a lot. Some buttons, some bits and bobs, quite a lot of lead. I think one blankish coin, I think, is and a bit of a buckle is our return so far, and we're starting to run out of time. Let's have a look. Left my gloves in my bag. Bit deeper, a little bit on the side. What have we got here? It's out. Where's it gone? Oh, it's here. Come right out the hole. Okay, sorry, okay. Some sort of nubbin. Don't know, it's quite heavy. Let's give it a clean. It could be interesting. Back in a sec. Don't know. It's definitely something. A little flattened edge there on the end of that kind of spur, and it's very green and very heavy. That looks like that's broken off, so yeah, don't know. Could be something, couldn't it? Party facty anyway. Righto, let's crack on. Well, the next one could be a bit interesting. I've got another one in the, I've been getting loads in the 60s and the 80s, and it's either been lead or cack. And because I'm running out of time, sod's law, I didn't bloody live dig it. I'm not even sure if you can see that, but I've got something down there that looks a bit like it's got a bit of decoration or shape to it, so I thought I'd better turn the camera on. It's just come out of the sidewall. Ooh yeah, oh that's nice. Ooh, that is nice. What are you? Well, it's lovely, and it's the prettiest find I've had so far. No, I don't know. It smacks of a furniture fixing or a drawer handle, doesn't it? But it is very green. It's quite heavy, so there's a chance it's a mount or something like that, I suppose. But yeah, it's a nice little find. I'll take it. I don't mind that at all. It can go in the box. and we'll try and get a few more. See you in a bit. Well, the light is fading, the rain is back. We've been digging for 3 hours and we found nothing but cack. But we still live in hope. We've got a few minutes left. And, well, this is not cack, this is quite cool. I don't know what it is. It's obviously some sort of child's toy. It was in the 70s. I've given it a wipe, if I'm honest. Well, I think it's a child's toy. Maybe part of a tractor or, I don't know, train or something like that. Kind of die cast. I don't think it's particularly old, but it's pretty cool. And we'll clean that up back in the ranch. There's a bit of colour on it, so we'll try and work out what on earth it is. And yeah, see if we can get 1 or 2 more. Thank you for your patience, kind viewer. Well, that's that, I'm afraid. 3 hours. And you know what I'm going to say, don't you? Sometimes it's not about what you find, it's about just being out. And the joy and the mental well-being that it brings you. But I'm getting absolutely soaked. It is bucketing down. I have a find, I can't find, oh there it is. That's it, you know, sometimes it just doesn't happen, does it? But you know what, with the day I've had, my dear old father-in-law's laid up in hospital at the ripe old age of 91. You just got to be thankful that we're out doing it because, yeah, you got to consider life, in my opinion, as a one-day dig. You got to look up, smell the roses, enjoy the scenery, and enjoy the fact that you're out because the dig is over only too soon. Very deep, I know, but there we go, and we finished with a key. We found some bits, but if you don't stick around to the roundup, I won't blame you at all. But failing that, I'll see you back at home. I need to get out of this horrible rain. Thanks for joining me. Love you lots. Take care.